Recording.
Om Shanti. This is the Avykt murli for 2nd of August 2020, originally spoken on the 1st of March 1986. Today, Bap Dada is seeing the gathering of all the holy swans. This is not an ordinary gathering, but a gathering of spiritual holy swans. Bap Dada is looking at each holy swan to see to what extent each one of you has become a holy swan. Do you know very well the specialities of a swan? First of all, a swan intellect means one who always has elevated and pure thoughts for every soul. A holy swan means one who is able to discern very clearly the difference between a stone and a jewel, and then imbibes that. Firstly, to discern the intention of each soul and to adjust accordingly, a holy swan never adopts an impure or ordinary attitude towards any soul. You must always have pure intentions and pure feelings. When you know their intentions, you will never be influenced by anyone's ordinary or wasteful nature. You refer to pure intentions and pure feelings as nature. If it's wasteful, it has to be changed. Bap Dada is seeing to what extent you have become ones with such swan intellect, and similarly to what extent you have a swan attitude, which means constantly to have an elevated and benevolent attitude towards each soul, whilst having and seeing non-benevolent things of each soul, being able to transform that non-benevolence. A benevolent attitude is known as having a holy swan attitude. With your attitude of benevolence, you can also transform others. To be able to transform the non-benevolent of your vision, always have a vision of pure and elevated love for each soul. No matter what the other person is like, always adopt a vision of spiritual, soul-conscious love for everyone. This is called having a holy swan vision. In the same way, in terms of words, you have already been told the bad words are a different matter. Your mouth should be holy swan mouth. Someone from whose mouth wasteful words never emerge is called one who has the stage of a swan mouth. So a holy swan intellect, attitude, vision and mouth, when these become pure, that is elevated, the practical impact of a holy swan stage is visible. So each one of you should check yourself. To what extent do you constantly walk and move along as a holy swan? Because there isn't a lot of time now for self-progress. Therefore, check and change yourself. The transformation of this time will enable you to claim a right to the golden bird, which is transformed for a long time. Bap Dada gave you this signal earlier too. Do you all pay doubly underlined attention to the self? The reward of the elevated attainment you receive by paying attention for a short time now is equivalent to what you would receive by paying attention over a long period. This is why this short time is very elevated and beautiful. It doesn't even require effort. The Father said something and you imbibed it. And by imbibing it, it automatically becomes practical. The duty of a holy swan is so imbibed. So this is gathering of such holy swans, is it not? You have become knowledgeful. You now understand very clearly what is wasteful and what is ordinary. After understanding something, you automatically put it into practice. In any case, in any ordinary language, you say, I have now understood this, and you then cannot stay without doing it. So first of all, check what's ordinary and what's wasteful. You don't sometimes think that what's wasteful or ordinary is elevated, do you? This is why. The first and foremost thing is a wholly sworn intellect. With this, you automatically develop the power to discern. Time and thoughts are wasted when you don't recognize whether something is right or wrong. You consider wasteful and wrong things you do to be right, and this is how more time is wasted. It's wasteful, but you think that you are powerful and that your thinking is right. That wherever you say is right. Because you don't have the power to discern, in this, the power of the mind, the power of time, and the power of words are all lost. The burden of taking help from other people also then increase. The holy swans this signal. Do you see wrong as wrong? Do you think this one is wrong anyway? But think about how you can put it right. What's wrong? This is known as having benevolent feelings. With your elevated feelings and pure wishes, you will gain victory in transforming your wasteful nature and the wasteful nature of others. Do you understand? First of all, become victorious over yourself, then victorious over others, and then you will then be victorious over nature. The victory of these three will make you into a bead of a rosary of victory. The atmosphere, the vibrations, the physical matter are all included in the nature. So are you victorious over all three? On this basis, you will be able to see what your number will be in the rosary of victory. This is why it's called the rosary of victory, Vaijanti Mala. So, all of you victorious? Acha. Today, it's the turn of those from Australia. Those from Australia also receive a chance from those of you from Madhuban to become golden chancellors, because you have the speciality of giving everyone a chance by putting everyone in front of you. To place others in front of you and to give them a chance means to become a chancellor. Those who make the most of a chance and those who give a chance are both called chancellors. Bap Dada always sees and speaks about the speciality of every child. In Australia, the Pandavas especially have received a chance to do service. It's the Pandavas who look after the majority of centers. The Shaktis have given the Pandavas a chance. Those who place others at the front always remain at the front themselves. This is also the generosity of Shaktis. However, you Pandavas are moving forward in servicing by constantly considering yourself to be the instruments, are you not? In doing service, the feeling of being an instrument is the basis of success in service. Bap Dada says 3 words, which were the words spoken by Corporeal Baba at the end. Corporeal, voiceless, and egoless. By being an instrument, you automatically develop these 3 specialities. If there isn't the feeling of being an instrument, you cannot experience any of these 3 specialities. The feeling of being an instrument easily finishes all types of consciousness of I and mine. There is nothing of I or mine when I am an instrument. An upheaval in one's stage is due to this one. There is nothing of I or mine when I'm an instrument. An upheaval in one stage is due to this one, weakness. You have to make effort in doing service and also for your flying stage. To be an instrument means always to remember the one who has made you an instrument. So you are constantly moving forward in expanding service by using this specialty. Are you not? To have growth in service is a sign of success. You have now become very experienced in having an unshakable and immovable stage. Do you understand? Australia means those who have something extra that others don't have. Australia doesn't have a variety, Gujaratis, etc. You have done a lot of work of charity begins at home. You have awakened your equals. Kumars and Kumaris are being benefited very well. In this life, each of you has to take an elevated decision for your own life. If you have made your own life elevated, you become elevated for all time. You have been saved from climbing the wrong ladder. Bap Dada is pleased that each light is lightening another and that many lamps have been lit. And so a rosary of lights is being prepared. You have good zeal and enthusiasm. By keeping yourself busy doing service, there is a good progress. Firstly, you were told about the feelings of being an instrument. Secondly, for those who are instrument in service, there is a special slogan for their self-progress and for progress in service, and it's also means of safety for them. Whatever we instrument souls do, others who sees us will follow. This is because to be an instrument in service means to come onto a stage. Just as a performer pays so much attention when he goes on stage, so to be an instrument for service means to perform a part on the stage. Everyone's vision is on the stage. When someone is hero actor, everyone's vision is on that one a lot more. Therefore, this slogan is a means of safety. By doing this, you will naturally experience the flying stage. Whether you stay in a center or stay anywhere else and do service, you're all servers. Some live at home and take their chance of doing service, and that too is being on the stage of service. Do not waste your time, but just spend your time serving. A great deal is accumulated in the account of service. Those who do service with honest hearts accumulate a lot. Accumulate automatically. Each and every account does not have to be kept individually. Those who keep accounts have many files. The Father doesn't have any physical files. Each one's register from the beginning to the end emerged in a second. There is automatic accumulation. Don't ever think, no one can see me, no one can understand me. Bap Dada has the account of what each one is, what he does, and in what stage he does it. Good courage in belonging to the Father, recognizing him, and fulfilling the responsibility of love for the Father. Mistakes of fluctuation occur due to the place, the land, or all other due to the sanskar of the past life. You go beyond this and move forward with the bond of love. This is why Bap Dada congratulates for the Shaktis for their courage. One strength, one support is making you move forward. So the wings of both the Shaktis, courage, and the Pandavs' enthusiasm for service have become strong. On the field of service, the Pandavas are also moving forward as Mahaveers. They are good at going beyond fluctuations. This is everyone's image. Pandavas are portrayed as big, strong, tall, and broad because their stage is elevated and strong. This is why Pandavas are portrayed as tall and brave. Australians are also merciful to a greater extent. They become merciful for stumbling souls and are moving forward in doing service. They cannot live without doing service. Bap Dada is always pleased to see the children's speciality of moving forward. You are especially fortunate. Bap Dada is pleased to see each child's zeal and enthusiasm. He sees how much each one is moving forward with an elevated aim and will continue to do so. Bap Dada constantly only sees the specialities. Each one is more loved than the next. You also see each other in this way, do you not? Whoever you see is more loved than the next, because those who have been separated for 5,000 years are meeting again, and so they are felt to be very lovely. The sign of loving the Father is that you will also love each Brahmin soul. To love Brahmin means to love the Father. Only Brahmins will form relationships with one another in the rosary. The Father will retire and watch. So always experience the sign of love from the Father. The Father has love for everyone, and so you too have love for everyone. Bap Dada meeting groups. 1. Do all of you consider yourself to be special souls? You are special souls, instruments for a special task, and you have to show specialities. Let there always be this in your awareness. A special awareness makes any ordinary awareness powerful. It also finishes what's wasteful. Therefore, always remember this word, special. Your words are special, your way of seeing is special, your thinking is special, and your doing is special. By using the word special in every situation, you will automatically change, and by having this awareness, you will easily bring about self-transformation and word transformation. Continue to add the word special to every situation. By doing this, you will attain your goal or determination of attaining such perfection. 2. Do you always keep yourself aware of the Father and inheritance? By having an elevated awareness, you experience an elevated stage. The basis of your stage is your awareness. If your awareness is weak, your stage also becomes weak. Let your awareness always be powerful. That powerful awareness is, I belong to the Father and the Father belongs to me. By having this awareness, your stage will remain powerful and you will also make others powerful. So always pay attention to your awareness. Let there constantly be a powerful awareness that a powerful stage through which powerful service automatically takes place. Let all three, your awareness, stage, and service, be powerful. When you put on a switch, there is a light, and when you switch it off, it becomes dark. In the same way, awareness is also a switch. If the switch of your awareness is weak, then your stage is also weak. Always pay attention to the switch of your awareness. When you do this, there is a benefit for yourself and for everyone. You have a new birth, and so let there be a new awareness. Everything of the old awareness has now finished. Therefore, constantly continue to experience success by using this method. 3. Do all of you consider yourselves to be fortunate? To come to the land of blessings is great fortune. The fortune you have received is to reach the land of blessings, but you can make this fortune as elevated as you want. The elevated directions are the pen with which to draw the line of your fortune. The more you continue to make the line of your fortune elevated, the more elevated you will become. This elevated time is the only time out of the whole cycle when you can create your line of fortune. You have reached such a place at such a time. So you're not those who are happy with just a little. When the bestower of giving, why should those who are receiving get tired? It's having remembrance of the Father alone that makes you elevated. To remember the Father means to become pure. You have a relationship for birth after birth, And so it's remembrance difficult? Simply remember Baba with love and with a relationship. When you love someone, it's not possible for you not to remember that one. In fact, even if you tried to forget that one, you would still remember him. Acha. Blessing. May you give the glimpse of the sparkle of contentment on your forehead and become an image that grants visions. The sparkle of contentment always continues to sparkle on the foreheads of those who always stay content. If any unhappy soul sees them, that soul also becomes happy and their unhappiness finishes. Everyone is automatically attracted to those who have the treasure of the happiness of contentment. Their faces of happiness become living boards that give and instructions of the one who made them. So become such jewels of contentment who stay content and make others content, so that many can have visions. Slogan. It's the duty of those who hurt others to hurt, and it's your duty to save yourselves. Om Shanti.